keep watching if you want to learn how to do this glowy Disney Parks makeup look. Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Haley and I go by Haleywood Studios over on TikTok, and today I'm going to do a highly requested makeup routine for the Disney parks. And by highly requested, I mean by my boyfriend's sister. So let's get into it. So as you can see, I'm a very acne prone girl. So this is going to be a routine that is acne safe for the acne prone girls. I started off with the e.l.f. Clean Freak. So I just wash my face with that. It doesn't have to be this, just any acne safe cleanser. Then I'm going to do my skincare. So I always make sure to bring the hypochlorous acid. This has just been an essential step in my skincare. I've noticed a reduction in my acne from using this. So this is now a skincare essential. And you want to make sure that dries down so you can get the full antibacterial benefits from it. And then I go in with a milky toner. Right now I'm using the Bioma one. I'm a lover of Miss Shelby Ann, so I follow her routine pretty similar to mine. Don't be skimpy with the milky toner. It really helps moisturize your skin if you have dry skin. All right, next, to add a little bit of glow into our skin, this is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Niacinamide Dewdrops. Y'all, I wasn't paying full price for these, so these are from TJ Maxx. And then our last step for skin prep, I'm just going in with this Starface Star Cream. This was literally on sale at Target. I just like a simple, lightweight moisturizer to go under my makeup so it doesn't pill under my makeup. The key to like nice, glowy makeup is to have hydrated skin underneath. So I promise all of the layers have a purpose. All right, and this is what our skin looks like after our skin prep. So it's nice and glowy and prepped and ready for makeup. All right, I had to get everything together because it's not a crazy hefty makeup routine. There's a decent amount of steps and products to get my makeup to last all day through the heat of the Disney parks. So first I start with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer with niacinamide. This one doesn't irritate my skin at all and I love it. It's great. It's a great grippy primer. And this is actually a great time for me to do this makeup routine because I'm going to the Disney parks next week. I'm so excited. We're just going for the weekend and then we're going to the Demi Lovato concert. So it'll be so fun. And then I wait a few minutes for that to get tacky. And while I'm waiting for that to get tacky, I go in and do my brows. I have blonde eyebrows and brown hair, so we have to fix that. And then I just go in with this e.l.f. Wow Brow Tinted Gel. All right, and then that's the brows. I had to do them off camera because trying to do your brows on camera is slightly chaotic. They're not the best. They're definitely sisters, not twins. And then I've absolutely been loving the Revolution Skin Silk. This is a really affordable skin tint and it makes your skin look gorgeous. I used to not do my foundation first, but I've really been liking the way it looks lately. And I've also been avoiding my under eyes with my foundation so it doesn't look heavy. And then we blend that in with a musty, dusty, crusty beauty blender from the dollar store. And I definitely am more of like a minimal coverage person. I find when I have acne or when I have a breakout, if I am putting a matte foundation or a thicker foundation on top of it, it just magnifies the situation. So I go pretty light with my foundation. All right, the skin tint is applied. And now that we look like a Victorian child, we need to add some color back into our face. Also, we're getting rid of the eye bags, y'all. It's a process. So next I go in with my bronzer. I'm going to use two. This one's more of a contoury shade, and then this one's more of a bronzer shade. So first I'm going to go in with the Milk Makeup Matte Bronzer Stick in Baked. And then I just take some and I put it on the brush. I don't know, I feel like it applies better than just doing it on my face. And then I just really go ham on my hairline because we are all about bringing light back into our face. Just blend, blend, blend. Oh, also, we will talk about my trips coming up. So I actually have 3 Disney trips in a row. I'm a very lucky girl. We were not going to stay on property for this trip coming up, and then Disney dropped a bunch of deals for, I don't know, it was for annual pass holders or Florida residents. So we were able to get All-Star, which is one of our favorite resorts, All-Star Music specifically, for like $100 a night, guys. That's pretty darn good for this time of year. And we love the All-Stars because they are amazing for pin trading. If you are a pin trader, I highly recommend you try and stay at All-Star. The value resorts get such a bad rap, and literally for what? You are on Disney property. You're on Disney property, you have free transportation, you can go to any of the other resorts if you want a more deluxe feel. So, I mean, if it's just a place that you're sleeping at night, save your money and stay at the value resorts. Like, no one is gonna judge you, and if they do judge you, then tell them to pay for your trip. Next trip, which is actually my birthday trip, we are staying at the Swan and Dolphin. I am a Marriott girly for work, for travel, so I always love to stay at Marriott's when I can because I'm gold status because of my job and the amount that I travel for work. We are staying there for my birthday, which will be so fun. And then our last trip of our 3 trips in a row, we are staying at Old Key West. So Old Key West is going to be really cool because we have never, as a couple, me and Graham, stayed at a deluxe resort. I have also not stayed at a deluxe resort since I was a kid. So it is going to be so fun. I have never stayed at Old Key West. I love it because it's near Disney Springs, so it's going to be really nice. It's definitely going to be more of like a staycation vibe, to be honest, which I'm not mad at. And I literally paid the price of a moderate resort for this stay at Old Key West. I booked through David's DVC, so I actually rented DVC points for this. Me and Grandma love the idea of DVC, so we are going to start staying DVC and getting like a vibe and a feel for it. We would love to be owners, but I mean, we have a lot of priorities. We have to buy a house, get married, do all that before we buy into DVC, so it's gonna be a little while. And because I'm extra, I go in with my Dibs stick. This is the Desert Island Duo, and I have the shade 2.5, and we're going to use both. And the fun thing with the Dibs, of course that would happen. And then this one, I don't know why. I don't know the madness of this. I just put it straight on my face. I don't know why I don't put the other one straight on my face. I think the milk one is a little bit darker. So I just pretty much put this in the exact same places that I just put the milk to begin with. Also, I think a key to makeup, and makeup artists and people say this, is that layers are crucial. Anything that you have with cream, you need to then set with a powder of the same kind of product if you want your makeup to last and perform and stay. And honestly, when you're in Disney, you're taking a lot of pictures. You want to show up in pictures. You don't want to look flat in pictures because that can happen. It's just like theater or stage makeup. Like, you have to do more than you would think, especially with blush. So we may look a little crazy right now, but trust me, in the end, we are not going to look as crazy. And then always blend down your neck. If you're not blending down your neck, you're gonna look a little crazy. That is our bronzer all blended out. Since I am a blush fiend, we're going to use 3 blushes. Now, you could stop at 1 blush, you could stop at 2 blushes. And when I'm in Disney, I really do it up. Like, I wear more makeup than I would normally because I just love feeling girly and cutie and like a princess. So we're gonna do these blushes in layers. This one is probably, I think, the darkest one. It's the Makeup by Mario Soft Pop Plumping Blush Veil, and it's cream, so I love it. It's so pretty. I got this because I was influenced by Sabrina Carpenter. I've had this over a year and like barely is used. Cream products take a long time to go through. That's another thing I love about cream products. So that one. And then we have the blush that I was talking about before in shade Cool Girl. And then we have the Charlotte Tilbury Glow Wand, which mine's wonky and broken, but we're just going to ignore that. It's the Disney one too. So like fun. The Disney 100 one. There's really no rhyme or reason for any of this, guys. We just kind of put it on and go. Actually, I think this one's the darkest one, so we're just going to go with this one first. Another benefit that I'm going to talk about for my birthday trip is if you stay at the Swan and Dolphin, which is typically the price of like a moderate resort, you get deluxe resort perks and you get extra magic hours at nighttime, which is only for deluxe guests. It's crazy. It's almost like those paid nighttime events that are like bonkers pricing, like $200 or something for like a 4-hour party, and I don't even think you get free food. It is in the best, and me personally, the best resort area in Disney. I think the Epcot area resorts are better than the Magic Kingdom area resorts. Maybe that's just because I'm a Epcot and Hollywood Studios girl. Like if I could only go to 2 parks, those would be the 2 parks. I just feel like they're the most chill vibes. I'm definitely gonna vlog some while I'm there. I'm getting used to using my camera and vlogging. And then I'm just going in with the next blush. Y'all, I know this looks crazy, but we are putting concealer on top of this. And then the last blush, Miss Charlotte Tilbury. And mine is broken, so I have to literally Hello. I literally have to unscrew it to use it. We just squeeze it and plop her on. This is really like pretty and glowy. Guys, when you're in Disney, I don't think there's any limit on how much glitter you can put on your face. It's kind of like a competition that you have with other people on who has the most glitter, because that's just the vibes. Y'all, we finally made it to the concealer step. This is the order that Shelby Ann goes into, and in Shelby Ann we trust. So I'm using the Makeup by Mario, the Surreal Skin Awakening Concealer in shade 120. And then I do just a little tiny bit to get rid of any discoloration under my eyeballs. And then I just go in with a little brush and tap her in. This is good for blending your blush in because you probably don't want blush all the way up to your eyeball. And then that is that with all of the concealer blended out. Keep in mind, we're layering products. We're not going to look like a raccoon at the end of this, but right now we're giving raccoon. Of course, I forgot to show my setting powder, but I used the e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder because I don't like my face to be fully matte. Set very minimally, mostly under my eye. So like where we've just put the concealer under my eye. It's all about light layers to not look cakey. Of course, I wasn't recording when I set my entire face, but literally I just took a fluffy brush and some of this powder and set my entire face. I love this powder because it takes away like the crazy wet look, but looks natural and glowy on your skin still. So love that. And then next up, of course, we have like a TJ Maxx find, which I'm never going to find again because this brand doesn't even exist. And this was like $1 in the clearance section, but it is like my favorite. I love a cream eyeshadow, and this one is great. It's neutral, so it goes with everything. When I'm in the Disney parks, I'm probably park hopping, and I'm probably going to 2 parks, and I'm probably wearing 2 different outfits. So I need something very neutral. I honestly love a little cream eyeshadow moment because it takes the stress away out of doing some like complicated eyeshadow look. Like, y'all, that took 3 seconds and it looks like I did like multiple colors on my eye. Disney makeup routines to me are all in the simplicity of it. This makeup routine, if I'm not talking, when I was going to the concert a few weekends ago. Took me like 15 minutes. So it truly is a fast, quick, easy makeup routine. And that is why I love it so much. Here's another thing that I can't really do on camera. So I'm going to do it off camera and come back. But I use the Fantasize, the One Size mascara. So I'm going to put that one on and come back. Not much to see here, guys, because I literally have the shortest, straightest eyelashes ever. But I've learned to love them. I literally used to only wear fake lashes all the time, and I got tired of it. So now we don't do that anymore. And now it's time to set our cream products with our powder products. And this is a Pat McGrath palette that Graham got for me for Christmas. I don't know, was a while ago, from TJ Maxx. Has a gorge bronzer shade, blush shade, and like a highlighter blush. So pretty, so Disney. So this is what we are using. And you know, I like to be bronzy. I'm really pale, so I like to add as much bronzy stuff to my face as I can. And this bronzer is pretty pigmented. Let me just take some so we remove our tensions. All right, and then because I'm not professional around here, I take the blush on the same brush, and I do a lot, and we just put her right over top. And then we'll take the pinky highlighter shade, which she's real pink and she's real pigmented, and just go over top. And it's so pretty. It's like pink with gold reflect. It's gorge. And then I have this little Charlotte Tilbury, the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I really do like this setting spray. Unfortunately, after using it, I think it is worth the money, which stinks. I don't love to use like super expensive products, but that's why we have the travel size. But I just spray this. And we do a lot because we need a lot. And then you sit here for 5 minutes waiting for it to dry because you sprayed way too much. You can see how glowy that is, and I feel like the setting spray really adds the glow back into your skin after you set everything down. So it's so nice. It's not overstimulating and sticky, because I hate when you're wearing makeup and it just feels sticky and gross on your skin. This literally feels, I'm not going to say it feels like you're wearing nothing, because that would be a lie, obviously. But it definitely feels like you're just wearing a moisturizer, which is great. And guys, would it be a Disney makeup routine if we didn't use glitter? Now, this glitter is my favorite because it does dry down. It doesn't fall off your face. You're not flaking everywhere. Dries down, non-irritating. It comes off very easy at the end of the day. And it is the ColourPop glitter in the shade Spinner. And this is the one that has the little stars in it. This is at Target and Ulta, and I think you might be able to get it online too. Sometimes I do them like all over. Sometimes I do them in the center of my face, like freckles. We're going to do the freckles today. And you literally just take like a tiny bit. And guys, it doesn't have to be perfect. There's no rhyme or reason for the placement. This glitter specifically gives me all of the Hollywood Studios vibes, because the stars, the phantasmic of it all, like, it is so cute and so perfect. And the great thing with glitter, you can put as much or as little as you want. And this one has like pinky gold reflex in it, so it's perfect for the girls that wear a bunch of blush. Now, if you give your boyfriend or husband a little smooch, they might get some glitter on them, but you know what? Graham knows the deal. He's been here long enough. Y'all, I almost left off without doing lips. That would have been absolutely diabolical crazy. Alright, so I'm trying a new lip combo. So I'm going to use this lip liner from Shop Miss A. This liner, it's in the shade Dawn. Alright, I just blotted that in a little bit. And then I also love this product. It stays on your lips like all day long. The NYX Lip Ivy. And it's a lip stain, so you can honestly just leave it on. It's pretty much a gloss. So you can leave it on. You can blot it after a minute if you don't want it as intense. But it's so pretty. And then because it's a lip stain, I honestly just throw a little lip balm in my bag. So I'll probably just throw this in my bag and touch up through the day. That is my finished Disney Parks makeup routine. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. It is a glowy look and it literally stays the entire day with no touch-ups.